Love is Blind just collided with the soccer world. And this time, it's not about romance, it's about respect. Because a Love is Blind contestant casually called a US soccer legend a weirdo. And the legend heard it. More on that in a second. Because what happened next could turn this into something much bigger than reality TV drama. If you want daily breakdowns of Love is Blind Season 10 and the unexpected fallout beyond the pods, subscribe now. Because this story just left Netflix and entered the sports world. Here's what happened. During a conversation on Love is Blind, Alex Henderson, former college goalkeeper and one-time MLS draft pick, was talking about professional soccer players he had met. Ashley Carpenter asked him if he had met Tim Howard. For anyone who doesn't follow soccer closely, Tim Howard isn't just a player. He's one of the most respected American goalkeepers of all time. USMNT icon, Premier League veteran, World Cup standout. But Alex's response? He's American. I met him already. He's a weirdo. Just like that. Casual, dismissive, and it didn't stop there. He also referred to David Beckham as not even good. Two globally recognized names, shrugged off in a matter-of-fact tone. At the time, it played like locker room bravado, maybe a flex, maybe an attempt to impress. But here's the thing about television in 2026. Nothing stays in a vacuum. Clips circulate, comments travel, and Tim Howard heard it. On his podcast, Unfiltered Soccer, which he co-hosts with fellow U.S. soccer legend Landon Donovan, Howard addressed the clip directly, and he didn't laugh it off. He issued a warning. Howard said he knew Alex was a fan. He made that clear. Then he added something pointed. You can issue a public apology and I'll accept it in advance. If not, then I'll have more things to say about you. That's not playful banter. That's measured and deliberate. He even added that he actually enjoys Love is Blind, which makes it even sharper. Because this wasn't random hostility, it was response. And Landon Donovan didn't soften it. He jumped in, said Alex was trying to impress a girl by calling Tim Howard a weirdo, called it idiotic. And suddenly, a reality dating moment became a sports world confrontation. Now let's step back. Who is Alex Henderson in this context? He played goalkeeper at Wake Forest, entered the MLS Super Draft in 2017. He has spoken about how that draft day was one of the worst days of his life, said he was expected to go top 10, slid to the second round, then dealt with multiple knee surgeries, eventually stepping away from professional soccer. That's real. That's painful. Career-ending injuries hit hard, especially when you're that close. So when he talks about elite players with a bit of edge, is it confidence or unresolved frustration? Because that tone matters. On Love is Blind, Alex often speaks with certainty, authority, even dominance. And when you combine that with dismissing two global icons, it hits differently, especially when one of them is still actively working in the sport. Tim Howard didn't scream, didn't rant, didn't mock. He offered something clear. Apologize publicly, or he'll say more. And that say more is what makes this compelling. Because what does more mean? Does Howard know details about Alex's playing career? Locker room stories? Draft insights? The soccer world is small. Reputations matter. And suddenly, Alex's offhand comment feels less harmless. Because here's the thing. Reality TV contestants often underestimate reach. They think they're speaking to one audience, the dating show audience. But when you invoke major names, you expand the field. And Alex didn't just critique style. He called one of the most respected American keepers a weirdo, publicly. On a streaming platform watched worldwide. Then you layer in the Beckham comment. Not even good. That one alone is enough to ignite debate. Because Beckham isn't just a player. He's a brand, a cultural icon. So what was Alex trying to do in that moment? Impress Ashley? Signal that he belongs in elite circles? Distance himself from former peers? Or simply speak without thinking about consequences? because consequences arrived fast. And now there's another angle. Alex previously went by Alec Farrell before legally changing his name. He transitioned careers from sports to finance, then into reality TV, which means his public image is still forming. And moments like this define it. Confidence can read as arrogance, bravado can read as insecurity, and tone is everything. Howard's response also signals something else. Athletes protect their legacy, especially in American soccer, where respect for predecessors runs deep. So when a former draft pick, whose career didn't fully materialize, dismisses a legend, it hits a nerve. Now imagine the reunion stage. If this clip gets brought up, if producers lean into it, if Alex is asked directly, "Do you stand by what you said?" Does he double down? Laugh it off? Issue the apology Howard requested? Because if he apologizes, this becomes growth. If he doesn't, it becomes escalation. And escalation drives narrative. There's also the broader theme here. Season 10 has already been about ego, confidence, self-perception, from CrossFit comments to dominance language to DM controversies. And now this. Alex positioned himself as someone who once operated in elite soccer circles, but dismissing those circles publicly? That's risky, especially when those figures are still active in media. Tim Howard didn't insult him back. He didn't attack his draft position. He didn't question his injuries. He simply said, "Apologize, or I'll speak further." That's calculated, and it puts the ball squarely in Alex's court. Now the bigger question, does this make Alex more interesting television? Absolutely. Because when sports legends enter the Love is Blind chat, you expand audience, soccer fans start watching, clips circulate in different ecosystems, and suddenly a dating show storyline has cross-industry tension. That's rare, and that's valuable. So is this harmless locker room trash talk, or a miscalculation that could shape Alex's public reputation? We're about to find out. Because if Tim Howard chooses to say more, as he hinted, that spotlight will get brighter and much less forgiving. If you want updates on whether Alex responds and whether this becomes a reunion moment, subscribe now. Because Love is Blind just stepped onto the pitch, and this one isn't over yet.